Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on a non-event. Effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Tag. Bronco 80.
Looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready. Let's go.
Right up the gut. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Okay, break.
Breakers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set up. Ready.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track it. Down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
10 more yards. Complete to DeAndre Lambert-Smith. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Ready.
He'll call his own number. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Warriors 70. Go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Come back, team. Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18. Pioneer.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's go now.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route, 49ers.
And hold, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kane Medrano makes the play. And the Commanders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Ready. Bronco 80. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They go play action on 1st down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 23-yard line.
Okay,
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Cap 79 Broncos. Ready.
Pass play coming here. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. You got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
70 race. Come on. Come on. Set. 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
3rd and long for him here. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 22-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Campbell hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and ready. At the 28-yard line.
The give here on second. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Takes the second down snap. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here he goes. Third and long. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. And on fourth down, they're about ready to punt. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 Vikings. 6 Vikings. 18.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Got it. Ready?
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Go. 70 Lions. Hurt. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready, ready?
First down, play action. Buying some time right. Moving right, airs it out down this. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
On first down, they'll run. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. It is caught left side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Hey, we're gonna do something.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 3.
Cut 19, cut 19.
In less than a yard.
4th down, they're going to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ready, set.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set.
This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt in it for the first time. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Caught quick right side.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Now here he goes on the boot. Bails out of the pocket quick. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Campbell now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats.
They'll go play action. Escapes the pocket. Not much scoring at this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Deputy! Deputy Lion! Cougar 19! Ready?
Now looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Let's go now. Hey, Cougar 19. Trap 60. 79 Broncos. Buffalo AC. Go.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Finds him on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
It's 4th down.
And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
60 by 13, 5 in.
They are throwing it again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Escapes out to the left. On the run, deep down the touchdown, LA. The Chargers get their first points of this game just before halftime. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 7, Commanders 3. Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Panther and left. Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. Ready.
Back to throw now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Chargers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
They'll take over first down.
That was his quarterback's first interception, and you know what? I don't remember my first, or maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cota picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out, and instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one as well.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, Matt. Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco. Go.
They'll throw to start the drive. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And now it's 2nd down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. The kick by Ryland is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
7 Pirates. Ready. Crackle 80. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return starts at the 3. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
First and 10, they're going to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Brought in inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Got it. Ready?
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to first and 10 all the way down inside the red zone.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
60 by 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, ready.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face.
Okay,
when you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, Brock? And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Cougar 19.
They'll run here on first down. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ready? Like Warrior 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back now, pressure coming. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
70. Let's smash. Check smash. Check smash. Let's go.
Give now to the running back. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready up.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
Goal to go. They're passing. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Gamble now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. To the 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. Throw is there for a Rondé Ganson. They take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have back in my day where we played within the pocket so much more.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take the lead on the first play of the drive.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ready, set.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26.
18. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Ready.
Looking in the air here. He put everything he had into this one. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Has it downfield working the left. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately the Jimmies and Joes in double coverage of that tight end couldn't get it done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And the hit helps send him out of bounds there after he picked up 7. 2nd and 3.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Get it. Hawks, go.
Here's a design run. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up after hitting Painter in the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Campbell now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the set.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Headed out right. That's completed right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing now on 1st down. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's tackled for a short gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 22-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. He's got it near the 10. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. That's going to be taken in at the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a first and goal.
Let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Craft all 80. Cooking, my team.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
He keeps the option on second and goal. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Let's go now. Knock Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At their own 6-yard line.
Chargers getting set. First and 10. Setting him on the dime. Still some room at the 20. Hits the 40. The 30. The 10. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go. Set. Craft all 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted by the Chargers.
Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
To the line on first and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. There's a dive up the middle. Makes the tackle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. At the 20. And he does! Touchdown! Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 24.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Campbell now on the return. Things going well so far. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Come on. Set. Buffalo, cooking like cheese. Panther 60, Panther 60.
So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Ready. 70, Timberwolf. That's over. Warriors 70. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 Lions.
They put a receiver in motion right. Third and long for him here. Flush down now to his left. Caught for big yards on the right side. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Okay, ready?
Now put one of the tight ends in motion.
Cowboy 80.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Washington calls it second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
They're headed up the middle. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
No gain on the play. Brings up fourth and goal.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by Ryland is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It is caught left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. One play in, Brock, in this drive is already in enemy territory. To throw here on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete from
It
the
arrived as
contact.
the ball did to break things
It's
up.
now second
And we'll see what
10.
they do here on second down.
Go!
Back to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
By the Chargers.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.